how do innovators choose the right type of investor? You know, if you had a friend, what advice would you give them in choosing the right type of investor? MJ, any thoughts?
Yep, plenty. As a founder myself, it's a very, like I can attest that it's a very scary and difficult journey. Raising capital is not a game, unlike the title of this chat. But it does take a lot of time and effort, and it's very energy and like emotional consumption. It takes you away from your business, like day to day, for several months, and it always goes longer than what you think it will go. So having supportive people, but also honest and transparent people with you from day one is really key. I think that NZGCP now is in a really clear and central position that we can be connectors as well from very early stage until later when we pass it on to some of our Elevate partners. So we try to engage, as everyone has mentioned, very early. I think there is a clear identification of talent. It's becoming an issue in the country, so we need to support it and provide the right tools so they stay, and they're also not disincentivized, because it's a lot easier to just go get a 9-to-5 job than to raise a company. When you're in that journey, I think it's aligning what your vision and your mission in the company is and the right investors that can connect you to the right source of follow-on capital, because also capital raising is always about the next capital raise. So, okay, you have this 12 to 18 months, so what? How are you going to provide value to your shareholders? How are you going to provide and demonstrate that your company is worth what you're saying is worth? So having people that not only champions you, but also tells you the truth, because when you're meeting investors, a lot of the first-time coffees are very optimistic, and everyone loves your business, loves to stay in touch. Just let me know when you have a lead investor. I think that's a very kind of key line that some people are nodding. But it's also good to hear, actually, this is not right on point. You need to work on X, Y, and Z, and then come back and talk to me. And I feel that we, as a community, we don't do that enough. So it's clear, it's great to see now as the ecosystem has evolved and mature, getting some more specialization and people that really understand a sector and can provide that feedback with an actual knowledge background, rather than I think this is what you should be doing. So I think that would be my advice. Find your cheerleaders and work with them, but also take actual criticism the right way, because that's the only way that you can grow. And then the second one is you also have the ability to say no to capital. Founders, particularly first-time founders, get really excited when they see a term sheet, because it's like, oh, I don't have to talk to people, I don't have to have coffees, I get to go back and do my business again. But not every term sheet is equal, and not every term sheet is convenient for you. Again, we're thinking long-term. So these are businesses that will take 10 to 12 years to get built, and we have plenty of those in the room. Making one wrong decision now can impact your business in the short, but also in the long term. And it can also deter you from the follow-on investment and the other investment partners that you can bring into the table. So I will say now, founders have the ability to say no. There's plenty of capital in the table. It's all about finding the right partners.